All right. Well, welcome everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed the hors d'oeuvres in the bar and had a chance to get together and chat a little bit, meet some of our guests as well. And I want to welcome everybody to our resident and fellow graduation. So we're here today to celebrate the 2022 graduating class of our University of Michigan and St. Joe's residency, as well as our fellowship programs in pediatric emergency medicine, critical care, emergency medical services, ultrasound, and education. And first of all, and most importantly, I want to thank your families, your significant others, and your friends for supporting you through this challenging and hopefully rewarding time. And I think we just need to take a moment for a round of applause. And you have really achieved an important milestone, and that's why we're here to celebrate. But I hope you'll keep in mind that this isn't the finish line. And I've said this before in previous graduations, that my hope is that in the years to come, as you advance in your careers, you'll learn more over those years than you've already learned so far in your medical school and residency training, and continuing to grow both in your knowledge and your skills, as well as grow as a person, is really key to having a successful and rewarding career. And I also said this last year in terms of what's unique about this class is that you've had the opportunity. I guess maybe many people won't consider it an opportunity, but the opportunity to train in a pandemic, which I know you all know it has caused significant stresses, strains, hardships amongst us all. We most recently punctuated that with a super spreader event at our National Emergency Medicine meeting. So we participated fully in the pandemic. I would say about that. But it is a unique experience. It's something you'll have to reflect on, 10 years ago, or 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You'll be able to have that merit badge of saying you trained during the initial COVID pandemic. And what I do want to say is I want to thank all of you for all the extra work, all the extra effort, all the extra challenges that brought with it, and how you helped us get through it, because we couldn't have done it without you, and how you helped each other get through it, how you cared for each other during this challenging time. So I really appreciate that, and I hope that you'll take that experience with you as you move on in your career, because I think a lot of valuable learning came out of that as well. Finally, I just want you to keep in mind that you are and will always be a member of the University of Michigan and St. Joe's family. And we want you to continue to be engaged with us as you move forward in your careers, and we will do our best to continue to be engaged with you as our extended family continues to grow both locally, statewide, and nationally. So as an emergency physician, you will have an important and lasting impact on your patients, their families, and the specialty of emergency medicine. And we look forward to watching you succeed and continue to both create and become the future of emergency care. So with that, I'll hand it over to our Associate Chair for Research, Dr. Laura Hobson.
Good evening. My name is Laura Hobson. I'm the Associate Chair for Education, and I want to extend my congratulations to all of our graduates this year. I think it has become really an amazing thing to watch everyone grow over the course of their training, and to be able to be involved in launching everyone to hopefully a long, exciting, and successful career. And because no one really wants to listen to me, why don't you give each other and everyone who supported you a round of applause and appreciation. And I will turn this over to the residency for some of the awards.
everyone. I'm Rob Long. I'm the Residency Program Director. There are a lot of things to go through. The first thing we're going to start off with is some of the residency awards. So we have a number of awards, some of which are voted on by the residents themselves, and I'm going to go through those before we sort of hand over to some of the other groups. Our first award is the one award that we give out that is not exclusive to senior residents. It's the in-training exam award. It is given for essentially outstanding performance on the ABEM in-training exam. As many of you know, all of our graduates have to take boards soon, and this is that test that says, hey, we want you to pass boards, you're going to pass boards. Let's take this test so that you can practice it a little bit. We actually have 2 residents this year who received like the maximum score on the in-training exam, and so our 2 recipients this year of the in-training exam award are Ina Provalska and Jordan Sell. I didn't see Jordan here, so I will save this for you. Okay, next we have the scholarship award. This is an award that we give to one of our graduates for demonstrating outstanding scholarly achievement during residency. This individual has done a lot with a variety of people, has published a lot. So I am thrilled to give this award to Enrique and Castro Cruz. I apologize to whoever's next for the big envelope mess I'm making. Next, we have the Corey London Essential Peace Award. This award is named after one of our previous residents, Corey London. And it's really designed to be given to someone who best represented the residency in a variety of ways, despite having without like having a formal sort of like chief or like leadership role within the department, and really for their commitment to education, didactics, intern reading group, residency retreats. This year's recipient is Max Griffith. None of the other Maxes are here, I don't think, so it's the next 3 awards I'm going to give out are the ones voted on by the residents of the residency themselves, and it's really to look at some of the core attributes that we look for within physicians in emergency medicine. The first of these is the CC Dronin Professionalism Award. It is given to a graduate and a resident who demonstrates consistent commitment to the highest standards of professionalism in the medical profession. And this year's recipient is Jafar Mahmood. Next, we have the Senior Resident Teaching Award, which is given for outstanding contributions to teaching by a senior emergency medicine resident. We don't often have an exact tie in this, but I decided it felt weird to break it. So we're going to give this to 2 people, and those would be Max Griffith and Enrique. Okay, good. Got the right one. Okay, and for our final resident award, we have the Exemplary Patient Care Award. This is given to a senior resident who, as the title would suggest, really represents excellence in clinical care. And I'm excited this year to give this award to Logan Herbert. I just have a few more things, I promise. Well, until the next time you see me. There's a few awards that are given out by the residency to the residency faculty. And so there's a few faculty who I just want to like recognize here, who based on their clinical evaluations have been rated by the residents as some of the top teachers. Those individuals are Ivan Coe, Peter England, Joel Kraus, Nicholas Satterfield, Will Schaefer, Jamal Sosner, and Mike Susala. In addition to those awards, we actually have the Golden Apple Teaching Awards, which are given to the top faculty teacher at each of our sites. And so the winners this year are, I don't know if I saw all of them here, but from CES, we have Natalie Shelpfepper. From Hurley, we have Ty Ito. From St. Joe's, we have Dan Mishler. Just because the other people aren't here doesn't mean you don't get to come down. And from the University of Michigan, we have Terry Comasaris. I said I was almost done. I have one more thing, I promise. The last award that I'd like to give, so we have this thing called the Program Service Award. It's given to an individual for outstanding contributions to the residency. We don't give it every year. It is really to honor someone who has like given so much in their time with the residency. And even though she will no longer be working with the residency and we're going to miss her and possibly Raven, will you come down? It was very noticeable. Like Raven, you weren't here, but on senior day, the number of people for whom you were called out as being the reason that they got through residency was very high. We obviously wish you nothing but the best at your new job, even though we're like deeply crippled by your absence. Okay, thank you very much. I will hand over to, is it Anne? Oh, no, it's med student. I'm sorry.
I'm playing Joe House for the evening since I gathered there was an emergency baseball game that he wanted to attend, which is awesome. In recognition, I think these will all come as future certificates, but in recognition to the medical student rotation of those residents and faculty who have demonstrated excellence in clinical teaching on the medical student level, we'd like to recognize the following individuals from the Adult Emergency Department. Carrie Comasaris. Rob Wong and Nate Toss. From Children's Emergency Services, Andy Hashikawa. Phil Tomlinson. And Meg Wolf. From St. Joe's, Rebecca Hess. Matt Casillas. And from Hurley Medical Center, Dr. Dominic. And Monique Ice. students who merited special commendation on the basis of their medical student evaluations and overall interactions, as well as contributions. And these are Max Griffith, Erica Kokonos, Jessica Doan, Florian Spitzberger, Logan Herbert, and Adam Kadri. And Michelle?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Tomlinson. I'm playing Michelle Carney for the evening. I will be helping to present the Pediatric Emergency Medicine Awards. Let me get my notes, sorry. Okay, so our first award is for the Fellow Patient Care Award. This award is given to the fellow who, through their actions, has demonstrated a commitment to carrying out exemplary patient care, adherence to ethical principles, and sensitivity to a diverse patient population. This commitment is evidenced by their interactions with patients and families. This is in addition to conducting themselves with the highest level of integrity. And this goes to our graduating fellow, Johnny Lowe. The next award is for our Fellow Teaching Award. This is given to the fellow that consistently provided outstanding clinical teaching during the past academic year. This goes to our other graduating fellow, Tim Pisklowski. You can stay up here, Dr. Pisklowski. The next award is the Fellowship Professionalism Award. This goes to the fellow who, through their actions, has demonstrated a commitment to carrying out professional responsibilities, including but not limited to working effectively with an interprofessional team, use of respectful and inclusive communication, and conducting themselves with a high level of integrity. Their commitment to these principles is evident in their interactions with all faculty, staff, and patients. And this goes to Timothy Pisklowski. We also have an in-training award for the fellow who receives the highest score on the in-training exam. And that goes to our graduating fellow, Tim Pisklowski. No one likes a bragger. Just kidding. We also have a couple faculty awards. The first award is the Golden Apple Faculty Teaching Award, which goes to a faculty member who has outstanding clinical teaching, and awkwardly, this goes to myself. Our next award is for the Excellence in Mentorship Award. This goes to the faculty member who serves as a mentor to all of our fellows. The fellows have identified this person as someone who helps in their career development, and this award goes to Nicole Klakowski. Our penultimate award is called the Faculty FaceTime Award. This award goes to the faculty member who consistently shows up to all of our fellows' didactics and activities, and this award goes to Dr. Allison Cater. Should have sat closer.
Thanks,
you.
Sarah.
And our last award is called the Fellow Development Award, and this goes to the faculty member who helps our fellows develop in all aspects of their career, and this award goes to Dr. Anne Kashikawa.
we'll do diplomas then. That's good. My name is Michelle Carney. I'm playing Michelle Carney. We're giving out the diplomas for pediatric emergency medicine. We have 2 graduating fellows this year. We have 6 altogether, so we have kind of a small fellowship. That's why our graduating fellows got all the awards. But so I'm going to talk a little bit about my 2 fellows, and then I'll have them come up and receive their diplomas. So first, we'll talk about Johnny Lowe. I remember the first time I talked to Johnny when he matched in our program, it went something like this. I called him on the phone. He's like, Dr. Carney! Remember that, Johnny? So much enthusiasm, so much. He brought all of that to fellowship, which was so amazing because it was a hard fellowship during COVID, and he was ready for any opportunity. Johnny, do you want to do this? Absolutely. Send him an email. How about you work in AC3? 100% I'm there. Always, always, yes, absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. He learned so much in fellowship. He came to us to learn clinical medicine, and what he learned was clinical medicine and everything else. He has become a great researcher, an EBM guru. I was so proud of him the other day in our journal club. He just spouted out stuff I can't even comprehend. But he's also had a great teacher in Allison Cater. So, and last night I was working with Johnny. The 2 fellows were so kind to schedule themselves with me in their last shifts. So that's how kind they are, so that I could work with them one more time. And Johnny, every time, Johnny's like, actually, is that really indicated? The literature would suggest that we don't really need to splint a buccal fracture. Isn't that true? I'm like, yeah, Johnny, just splint it, okay? Just splint it anyways and move on. So Johnny is gonna be a researcher at Cornell in New York. And so he's going back to New York, and we're gonna lose him, but he'll always be with us for sure. Our second fellow graduating is Tim Bisklaski, and Tim is staying here with us. He did his residency here as well. He was beloved from the very first day that he arrived to our fellowship. He brings with him such great teaching and compassion, and he's truly an excellent physician and teacher. He's received multiple teaching awards while being a fellow, so I can't even imagine what he's going to do as faculty, and we're really lucky to keep him here with us. So come on up. Congratulations, Tim.
Ryan Tucker, where are you?
All right. My wife reminded me that it was my turn to come up. I didn't realize that on my own. So thanks, Meg. I'm Ryan Tucker. I'm the Ultrasound Fellowship Director. I'm going to make Will Schaefer, our graduate, come up here while I talk about him. Is it going to make you comfortable being up here while I talk about you? So part of why I'm doing this is because Will is so humble. And so I want him to hear all the adulation from this far away. So Will kind of took a circuitous kind of route to us. You know, he came in midway through residency to join us. And I mainly mention that because I know Nick would take sole credit for recruiting you here. And so I wanted to make sure he got that shout out. But we've been so lucky to have him. I think that one episode that really comes to mind when I think about Will is that we're on an ultrasound shift. He was a fourth year. He had a pretty brand new intern, and we're doing a femoral block. And the intern was very nervous about the procedure. Clearly, the patient I think was a little bit nervous too, like making some jokes about it as we're doing it. And Will, there's very few people that have this talent for teaching that he does. He made the patient calm. He walked the intern through the procedure. It went excellently well. He just like put everyone at ease. The intern was very appreciative for all the teaching. And I think that episode, if you multiply that by probably a few hundred, is what encapsulated his fellowship experience. He's just such an excellent consummate teacher in every way, very giving with his knowledge, very clinically excellent, and is so well respected by everyone that he works with. I can't tell you how many times over the past like 6 months, people have come up to me and they're like, "Well, Schaefer, he's going to Wisconsin. Like, you guys can keep him? Like, we don't want him to leave." And it's been residents, it's been PAs. He's beloved by the PAs, other faculty. I don't think I've had that, in my time here, where people just enjoy being around someone so much and really respects a coworker like Will. So I think that just speaks to his talents. He'll be leaving us, unfortunately. He'll be going to Medical College of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, where we know he's going to do excellent. And so just thank you, Will, for all your hard work this year. He's done it like through a pandemic with a young child, and I know it always hasn't been easy for him, for sure. And the other thing he's had to deal with is putting up with the ultrasound faculty, and we can be a lot. So it's a big ups to you for that. So I have a gift for you here. I'll have you take a knee. All right, Sir William, graduate of Boston.
Mary and I have the wonderful privilege of presenting Carrie Comissaris with her diploma. She graduated from Medical Education Fellowship. Carrie was an integral part of the emergency medicine residency program for 4 years. Amazing educator as a resident, and as you can tell, has continued that vein. Incredible presenter on the national stage, and we're truly excited to see what she goes on to for the great bigger and better things that she goes on to. She takes her job with the Harvard residencies as an assistant program director. So Carrie, come on down.
Yeah, Carrie.
You touched it. Yeah. Dr. Brent Hunt.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Nate Hunt. I will be the Dr. Brent for tonight. She is on maternity leave and detained this evening. I am here to present our EMS fellowship graduates. The EMS fellowship that was here was started about 2 years ago, and I was one of the first fellows. For those of you that don't know, EMS physicians are responsible for the development, management, and oversight of EMS systems and have varying roles depending on their job. More or less, we wear a lot of hats and we wear a lot of helmets. Our fellows participate in activities with both our ground and our flight-based transport crews. They staff their own physician response vehicle, train with our technical rescue and hazmat response teams, and attend a boatload of different educational offerings, aiming to expand the knowledge and experience in order to be the leaders and best in EMS. Today, we are excited to graduate our second class of EMS fellows. We'll start with Dr. Loris. So Nate Loris came from New York, obviously one of the hardest hit areas during the COVID-19 pandemic. Initially, he was a budding surgeon and then made the leap into emergency medicine and then came over to us for EMS. He quickly adapted to our EMS system, which is unique across the nation, and showed himself to be a kind, caring, and flexible person. Nate works really hard to build a rapport with our pre-hospital crews, which at times can be a challenge, especially for somebody that's unfamiliar with our system. And at this point, he is seen as a reliable resource and an advocate for EMS. We are very delighted that he will be staying here at the University of Michigan and will be part of our core EMS fellowship faculty. Congratulations, Dr. Loris. Dr. Dmitry Davidoff had a much shorter drive to come over to us, coming from Henry Ford, Detroit, another area hit hard by the pandemic. Dmitry brought such a great level of excitement to our fellowship that we actually considered putting speed regulators on all of our vehicles. He jumped in with both feet, was eager and engaged, involved himself in nearly all of the activities and opportunities that were offered to him. He rapidly became a recognized face and a valuable asset to our crews. Although he's not staying here, he's not going far. Dimitri's going back to Henry Ford to join the Henry Ford Health Group. And I very much expect that he will be a leader among their group and amongst that local EMS system. Congratulations, Dr. Davidoff.
Dr. Brent needs to sign your diploma. So trust us, you're graduating.
And if she doesn't have it, not that it will mean much.
Just go back, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll frame it somewhere.
All right, I'm Kyle Gunnarsson. I'm the Division Chief of Emergency Critical Care. Peter, you want to come up? Nah, I gotta get you to come up here. So our next one, we're gonna talk about Lane Smith. I don't think Lane can make it tonight. I think last I heard he was working. He's okay. Yeah. This is Peter Ingham. Peter's actually one of our first fellows. This is the 8th class that we're graduating. We typically have 2 fellows. Lane, interestingly, brings a little unique personality with him. Lane had a career before he came here. He was a faculty emergency medicine physician in North Carolina, where he's ended up going back again to Wake Forest, this time in Charlotte. Then he decided he wanted to do critical care after taking care of a lot of critically ill patients. Prior to that, he was a researcher actually in Dr. Ward's research group, and I was part of it in the early 2000s. In spite of that, he still came here to do his fellowship training and work with Dr. Ward doing research as well. Lane really, he's an excellent physician. If any of you, I know a lot of you here have worked with him, he's an excellent intensivist. I had the pleasure of rounding with him as an intensivist up in the cardiovascular ICU, and he really just took over and a great communicator, managed the patients. I could just, turn the service over to him. So he really functioned as two fellows. So this year we're gonna just celebrate, Lane's, time with us, and he's gonna go back to North Carolina and work for Carolinas Medical Center, which is now a new academic branch of Wake Forest. He also, the way critical care functions is that he will actually be graduating through the anesthesia program. So he will get a graduation ceremony here through the anesthesia critical care program coming up. All right, so.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, I did get the feedback. I need to take this off so people can hear it. Okay. My goal is not to say too much because I got rave reviews last year during our thunderstorm outdoors graduation, how quickly things went. What I mostly want to say is for our graduating fours, I have not been the program director the entire time that they have been here. I took over 2 years ago, so I do not get the credit for all the amazing things that they have done. Like that really goes to Laura Hobson, who you've also met, who's now our associate chair of education. What I have really reflected on is that, obviously, as Dr. Newmar mentioned, the last few years, like with COVID, with the pandemic, those have been like very hard years in the emergency department. I and all of us really are so lucky to have had a chance to work with you during this time. You are all such amazing people. Many of you will be staying, some of you will be going. Like we and I will like never forget any of you, and I hope you will not forget us. Okay, we're gonna go in alphabetical order. Enrique Alencastro-Pulse, come on down here. Residency, and he completed our critical care and ultrasound tracks. He is the sort of person who holds himself and he holds the medical system to the highest standard. So it is perhaps not a surprise that he's doing a critical care fellowship at Stanford University next year. I'll try to talk while people are coming down. That'll make it better. Mallory Davis was one of our chief residents. She completed immensely as a leader within her class and within the residency. She completed the medical education track. She's a powerhouse in teaching and medical education scholarship. She's going to be staying with us for a medical education fellowship next year, so she'll get to do this all again in 2 years. Kelsey Grace was also one of our chief residents. And Kelsey is one of those people for whom there's like never a problem that she can't fix. She is a leader inside the department and out. She is like always cool under pressure, and she's able to handle any problem thrown her way. She's going to be staying with us at not St. Joe's Ann Arbor, Trinity Health Ann Arbor. They just rebranded, I promise. John Greco. He has been a cornerstone of building community within his class, within our department. He took over and reinvented our like socials while recruitment went virtual, and Reddit called him the mayor of Gathertown. So he is really a fundamental figure there. He's staying at the University of Michigan to do a pediatric emergency medicine fellowship. You'll see him again in 2 years too. I'm not getting chips on hugs. Max Griffin. He's been involved with so many aspects of medical education here at our department. UME, GME, scholarship. Oh yeah, let's start here. That guy's easier. I should play this. He has done it all. And he's going to the University of Washington to pursue a medical education fellowship. Ashley Hall. Ashley completed the ultrasound track and the informatics track. She's an amazing sonologist. She's an amazing clinician. She is an amazing teacher. She's really amazing at a lot of things. Her informatics expertise has helped change so many things for the better within her EMR. She's made so many contributions to ultrasound, and she is going to be pursuing an advanced emergency medicine ultrasound fellowship at Stanford University. Logan Herbert. Logan is wise beyond his years. He is so smart. He is a consistent, calm force for good in each and everything he does. He's going to be working with Apollo MD in the Wellstar Hospital System in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you. Really, you'll just need to start on that side and come this way. Erica, she knows her alphabet. The wilderness medicine track, though to say she completed it, perhaps undersells that she also very much created it, found opportunities herself across the state, took advantage of all resources available, and really became a national expert in wilderness medicine. She's going to be doing a medical education and rural health fellowship in Ispiti Gwynedd Hospital in Bangor, Wales, where she got credentialed today. Like the first person from the US to be credentialed there ever. Jafra Mahmood. Center in the Health Administration Scholars Program while in residency. You all know he already received an award, but he is an individual of the deepest integrity. He radiates it in everything that he does. He's a great teacher. He is a great sonologist. He has and will continue to make significant contributions to the field of pain medicine. He's staying at the University of Michigan for an advanced emergency medicine ultrasound fellowship. Laura Mamer can't be here because she got old school influenza. Lauren completed an individualized research track while in residency, and in conjunction with the StrokeNet group, she has been so involved and grown deeply in her accomplishments as a researcher, all skills which will very much serve her well in her stroke fellowship at the University of Michigan this year. Yeah. We're still on M, we're very alphabetically inclined. Alex Miller, who can't be here today, also unfortunately, she may not be here, but she doesn't get away without me saying several nice things about her. Alex is one of those people who is always focused deeply on service to the people around her, advocating for improvements in healthcare for disadvantaged patient populations, locally and abroad. She spent time during residency, doing work with incarcerated individuals to really provide humane care in the prison settings. She will be going on to University of Washington for a global emergency medicine and rural health fellowship. And she'll be spending part of her time in rural Alaska. Hear that, Valerie? Hear that? Alaska. One of those people who hates when I talk about her life and the all the things she's done, so she hates me and everything I'm saying right now. She completed the medical education track. She's a brilliant educator, an amazing teacher, an expert problem solver. She has a natural talent for helping people like understand how to be a good emergency medicine physician because she's really good at being an emergency medicine physician. She's going to Northwestern University to pursue a medical education fellowship. Oh no, I'm going for you now. John completed the Health Administration Scholars Program in the ultrasound track. He is also an amazing sonologist. He is one of those physicians who, whenever everything is going on, he's like, yeah, we'll deal with that, it's fine. And he has always done the right thing for his patients, and really everything he's been involved in. We're lucky he'll be staying with us as well at Trinity Health at Harvard next year. Zach Broder. Health Administration Scholars Program in the ultrasound track. On top of his ultrasound skills, Zach has like a real passion for quality improvement and healthcare administration. He's done like a lot to really help the residency at all of our sites and to really contribute to how our healthcare systems deliver care. He'll be going to Mission Health in Asheville, North Carolina. Florian Schnitzberger. Residents. He completed an individualized global operations track housed under EMS. He has spent so much time serving the patients in our community, whether it be with the patients of Genesee County up at Hurley, or his work abroad. Florian will be staying at the University of Michigan to do a resuscitation science, not resuscitation, fellowship next year at the University of Michigan. Alphabetically last, but definitely not least. Yeah, Sam. Sam completed the medical education track. Her contributes to the residency are multifold, obviously, especially within the domains of advocacy for the residents, teaching, social media, where really Instagram top notch. And she's proven herself really in so many regards to be like a leader, a champion for so many things. Sam will be going on to do a medical education fellowship at Washington University in St. Louis. Please join me in congratulating all the graduates. Okay, do your closing remarks. Well, so now, as has become tradition, we have a video recorded by several of the faculty for the residents. Only one of these videos did I have to put on 1.5x speed because it was so long. And we'll see if I can do it successfully. Oh no, oh Lisa, I've already ruined it. I did it. I did it. You think I know how to swim, right? Come on, sound. Let's do this.
Dr. Pulse. It is impossible to sum up a resident in a single word, but I'm going to try with an hiki. Depth. Depth of clinical knowledge, of love of physiology, of interest in the dark magic that is Doppler, and of determination to perfect every procedural skill. I'm honestly not sure whether our relationship is best exemplified by the shock talks we've done together, or by how much time we've spent opening fresh line kits together. It has been a pleasure to watch you take over the world with your accomplishments in every domain on your way to Critical Care Fellowship. And I look forward to hearing about all you accomplish at Stanford and wherever you go next. Congratulations and good luck.
The clinical skills and expertise of Inhiki are unmatched, so much so that his Evernote has more chapters in it than does the latest edition of Rosen's. He's someone who has just such a broad and deep fund of knowledge and clinical expertise with sick patients, and someone I've learned so much from and tried to copy off of in so many ways, including on more than one occasion when he's told me something that I've had to just sort of nod confidently and say, yeah, sounds good, and had to go look up what he was talking about and quickly teach myself to keep up with him. And so when I developed my acute right heart failure from some zebra pulmonary hypertension diagnosis, I've already decided I'm going to drive to wherever in the country or world, I guess, that Inhiki ends up practicing, because I think he's really going to save so many lives and just has such a unique skill set and thirst for knowledge that I think is just unmatched, and I've really respected and tried to emulate myself. And I've been lucky enough to work alongside him on some scholarly and academic type work, and he's just ultra efficient, motivated, gets stuff done, and I think his productivity in that realm during residency has been unmatched, and something that I think can set a great example or sort of a bar for the next years to come to try to chase after. And somehow he's done all this while dodging the foosh bullets from falling off his scooter on the way to work. And so in your next chapter in the steep hills of San Francisco, I hope you can, keep your wrists safe, because again, I think they're going to help save a lot of people's lives. And I've really admired and respected you, Inhiki, and my fellow EM couple. Think the world of you, and excited to watch you continue to take over the world.
Oh, Mallory, where do I even begin? It has been such a joy getting to know you over the last 4 years and bonding over our basic girl ways. From working on med ed projects to discussing our favorite Peloton instructors, shout out to my girl Kendall. We've covered it all. You're just a total star. You've been a stellar chief resident and a success with everything you put your mind to. I do wonder if next year as a med ed fellow, if you will be eligible for the residency Instagram Halloween pet contest, because I also agree it was stolen from Mika. So, that was too soon. Mallory, congrats on everything you've accomplished. I adore you, and I am so excited that you'll be sticking around.
Hi, Dr. Davis. I have been so honored to be your APD advisor over these past few years and to see all of the amazing work that you've done in residency. I always knew when I saw you walk into shift that it would be a great day. You have an awesome personality, a winning sense of humor, and when you come in, you just know how to get the job done. And I should know this more than anybody because you have done not only 1, but 2 PEM electives over the course of your residency. I'm going to go ahead and take that as a literal representation of how much you like me. I can't wait to spend the next 2 years together discussing our crippling anxiety and imposter syndrome over the fine dining experience of a couple of quesaritos. Congrats.
Dr. Grace, it feels like yesterday that I interviewed you. One of the many small pleasures of being an attending at this program is getting an interview and then watch who these people we interviewed grow up to be. It has been great watching you grow beyond any predictions I could have made about you. Residency may be 4 years long, but I feel like for most of us it's defined by a handful of shifts, a few key cases, and I think we disproportionately worked those cases together. I will always remember about you how well you responded to those absolutely bonkers night shifts, how well you responded to being forged in the crucible of the pandemic. You were going to go on to do great things. Please keep in touch so I can hear all about them. Congratulations and good luck.
Kelsey, congratulations on an outstanding 4 years. You set the gold standard for senior residents. You managed to have the ideal senior resident professionalism to mischief ratio in every category. I mean, you were exactly 2% clinical medicine and teaching. That's where I want it. 5% gossip, 5% complaining, 7% wine, 10% travel, 10% how we're going to be future neighbors, and then 61% laughter. It's perfect. In all seriousness, I'm so excited for you to join us at the Joe's. I mean, Trinity Health, not Joe's. I just keep smiling knowing that we're going to be friends and neighbors, and that we're going to be the friends and colleagues who drink wine at each other's houses after shifts. Congratulations on an outstanding 4 years. We can't wait for you to join the team.
Johnny G, PhD. I know the people for residency, but look at you now. While your classmates are off doing mundane things like spending their fat paychecks, you'll be doing the truly cool shit. Things like feigning interest in the soiled diaper brought to your workstation, sitting in research meetings with Alex Rogers and Phil Scott, and being actively avoided by the EM residents in CES. We'll all be waiting for you when you get back from having your like 5th kid or whatever it is. But seriously, all ridiculous scrub hats aside, I'm super excited to be able to work with you as a fellow for the next 2 years and hang out and talk about food. Congratulations, friend.
To the mayor of Gathertown, I'm so excited that we get to work together for the next 2 years. I can't decide what I'm looking forward to the most, whether it's the daily interactions with the crotchety disposition of a man who has decided to tack on yet another graduate training program to his life, or if it's the fact that we will inevitably be ordering Taco Bell every time we work together in CES. As you move into the next chapter of your journey, I'm so excited to see how you grow as both an EM doc and a PEM doc. Congratulations.
Max, congratulations on graduating residency. I'm so proud of the doctor and educator you've become. For those who haven't had the privilege of working with Max, you should know he's the senior resident that faculty, medical students, and interns alike look forward to working with and seeing on the schedule. He's the team member who somehow has a contingency plan for every possible calamity, and he's the teacher whose learning points are clear weeks to months later. He's the guy you want on your team. From the MVP of the Smoker Band to the MVP of Intern Reading Group, Max, you bring such a positive, thoughtful, and reliable demeanor to everything you do. You've been such a positive addition to medical education track, the residency, and the department as a whole, and we are so excited to see all the great things you accomplish in fellowship and beyond. Congratulations.
A wise man once said, feedback is the fuel that feeds the flames of growth. Who said this, you may be wondering? Abraham Lincoln? No. The Dalai Lama? No. Good guess, though. It's our very own med-ed extraordinaire, Max Griffith. Since entering residency, Max has impressed us all with his work ethic and his constant drive to better our community. Planning incredible resident retreats, improving the way our speakers get feedback through educational autopsy, and being the most passionate hot take czar that there ever was, and doing it all quietly, humbly, and leading by example as a positive force in the residency, while simultaneously generating a CV that rivals that of most faculty. Max, you've done it all, and I'm so proud to see all you've accomplished, and also just what a lovely, genuine person you are. UW is so lucky to have you. Congrats.
Dr. Hall, what a long journey it has been. From our first conversation about you wanting to be a badass doctor who is good at all the things, to your vision for yourself of a career in both ultrasound and informatics. I know you wouldn't think of it this way, but your accomplishments and your future plans put you among the most academically minded residents to graduate from this program. And while I'm not sure I could have predicted your path, I would definitely have predicted you'd be great. You are an absolute dynamo of productive energy, and your attitude to just getting the work done and constantly fixing practical problems will take you far. I'm proud of you, and I'm excited for you. Congratulations, and good luck, Ashley.
Dear Ashley, I am so honored to have been your APD for the last 4 years and to have watched you grow into the amazing emergency physician that you are today. You continually impress me with your humility and your constant drive to be your best. Your growth mindset is something that I really admire. You are also literally the coolest commuting to work on your scooter. I wish I could be that cool. And Nate and I have loved getting to know you and Inhiki as our fellow EM couple. I mean, you guys are made for each other, as evidenced by your dual cat profile pic on Zoom conference and your matching jammy quarantine onesies. I know you're going to do amazing things, and I can't wait to watch you shine. Thank you for being such a positive force within the residency and just a generally amazing human. I'm really going to miss you next year.
Hey Logan, congratulations on your graduation from residency. It's an accomplishment that you should be proud of. You are a wonderful physician and an even more wonderful human being. It has been a joy to work alongside you these last 4 years, whether in the emergency department or out in the world of VMS. I am thrilled to see where your next adventures take you. I wish you all the best. Congratulations, you rock.
Hey Erica, congratulations. I've really enjoyed getting to know you and work with you these last few years, both in the emergency department and on the trail. Some of my favorite memories are when you put a bunch of rocks in Will Peterson's backpack and you carried them without knowing them for the next 10 miles. I also remember the time that we did a resuscitation at Hurley and you didn't take the packaging off the bag valve mask and basically just held a plastic bag over some poor man's face as you suffocated him and pretended to resuscitate him. You've gotten so much better since then. Anyways, congratulations again. Good luck in Wales. You'll do great.
Erica, when I think about your progression through residency, I'm reminded of the life cycle of an Isle Royale thimbleberry. You started as a young seedling, displacing dirt and pebbles and rocks, sometimes large ones, into the backpacks of your supervisors. You grew a prickly and thorny vine, fending off and displacing chads and other negative energy predators. You flourished into a hardy berry, known for its resilience and procedural excellence, such as your chest tube placement that you have done adeptly in the recess bay with me many times, and also exhibited skill with spraying open Bartholin cysts in Flint. And then you'll leave this place, just as all thimbleberries do, in a cloud of dust, off to spread seeds with new adventures. It's been a pleasure watching you progress through residency. Congratulations.
Hey, Jeffer. This is Ryan Tucker and Eve Lossman. First, we want to congratulate you on your graduation. Great work. It's interesting that that I will be your fellowship director, because when you started residency, you were very committed to doing a community job with no extra academic requirements. And now you're not doing one, but 2 additional fellowships. And so you will be, by math, the most academic faculty probably of all time.
Hey, Jeffer, Eve here. We are thrilled that you're spending an extra year with us at Michigan, and I'm really looking forward to having you continue to work with our harm reduction team and continue to educate our residents on harm reduction.
And you're such a great guy. You're such a dedicated new father, and you're much beloved by everyone. And so we're so thrilled that you're staying here with us. Oh, and hopefully not just for 1 year, but for maybe 3 years, or maybe you could do another fellowship after that and stay even longer, or become one of our faculty. Either way would be great. So congratulations again, and enjoy it, man.
Yeah, congratulations again. We're thrilled to have you, and all our best.
Wow, Jamal, that last candidate was great. Research committee. Who have we got up next? It's the last candidate. Yeah, hey, no problem, Philip, absolutely. Yeah, last time was special. We've got Dr. Lauren Maynard from the University of Michigan as our last slot.
Yeah, let's take a look at her education. Looks like she did Stanford University, got a BS, a specialization. What came next?
Yeah, looks like she went out to Berlin, Germany after that, did a Master's of Science, again in Neurosciences.
There's a little theme there.
Yeah, this is going to be almost we might just want to stop here, but then she went to Ohio State University for medicine.
Did she do anything after that?
Yeah, she went to, looks like she went back to Germany, probably trying to redeem herself after Ohio State University. She did a PhD, again in neurosciences.
Okay, so that's something we can work with. 3 out of 4, not bad.
Yeah.
What has she done while she's been here?
Yeah, it looks like she got one of these emergency medicine resident research development grants. She was doing some work in stroke. In 2019, she was awarded that, so that's something.
I see where she was AOA and again at OSU, so I'm not certain what that means, but looks like she had to go to Nepal for some educational stuff while she was in medical school.
Probably trying to recover from Columbus.
Yeah, I get it. Looks like she's done a lot of things while she's been here. Been multiple moderator for Barson Research Day, and Bill, I know, does this neuro thing. So maybe we can find a spot for her in that area.
Awesome.
How's her publications doing?
It's not bad, Philip. It's actually impressive. She's got 7 publications already, another 2 in the hopper. I mean, quite frankly, that's more than I had at that stage.
Yeah, more than me. Maybe we should be worried for our jobs.
I don't know. Maybe she's too good. I don't know.
Looks like she did some EMS work while she was at Stanford. She's doing a lot of human health services research with Keith Coker. Dude, she got awarded this StrokeNet Fellowship for next year from the NIH, and she's also been accepted into the clinical trials methodology course from the NIH.
I worry a little bit though, Philip. I mean, all of this is in stroke. I just don't know if we've got any kind of mentorship in that area.
I think we can probably cast about the university and maybe find some people in neurology. I got a guy who can and we can probably find some places, nationally, internationally, where she can get some mentorship. But we'll have to look pretty hard.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
What do you think?
Well, I'm ready to score if you are.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's just do it.
All right. Count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
I look forward to working with you. Your dedication, your perseverance, your entire personality, and your go-get-itness is just wonderful to see. We're really looking forward to having you here.
Congratulations, Lauren. Congratulations on your graduation. We're happy to keep you here and can't wait to have you part of the faculty and the stroke group here at the university. We look forward to working with you.
There's so much to say about you, Megan Mitchell. Every shift I worked with you was incredibly productive, both in terms of the excellent patient care that you provided, but also in terms of the joy it was to watch you turn into an amazing clinician and the pleasure it was just to get to know you personally. You brought an impressive work ethic, confidence, and kindness to every shift. You have a stealthy intensity that many may not initially appreciate because of your no-drama personality and your overt calmness. Northwestern is immensely lucky to have you join their Education Fellowship. You'll be missed by all of us here. On behalf of the entire faculty, best wishes to you, Megan.
Now, Megan may have that tough, cool girl exterior, but don't let that fool you. She's one of the kindest, most thoughtful people that you'll ever meet. And a recent example comes to mind when I brought my 3-year-old daughter to the House Officer Appreciation Day at Whirly Ball. And being a pandemic toddler, she saw her first vending machine ever and became fixated on a glowing bag of Cheetos in the window. After frantically searching my purse, I realized I had no cash and a major meltdown ensued. Megan, quietly observing this in the background, slipped away to her car and returned with a unicorn in today's digital world, an actual dollar bill, and totally saved the day. This is just the kind of person that she is, always paying attention to the people around her and how she can show them kindness. Megan, you're a clinical rock star, an impressive med-ed scholar, and you have the best sense of humor. I'm so proud of you, and I will miss you dearly, and I wish you the absolute best at Northwestern.
What are you eating? Who gave those to you? Yeah. What do you want to say to her?
Everything you do.
Dr. Porath, how do you summarize an 8-year relationship in 30 seconds? I've known John longer than I've known any other mentee, and his graduation reminds me both how much he has grown and how much I have aged. As an example, just to illustrate how much life changes over that time. John and I used to have mentorship meetings over games of Mario Kart because honestly, neither of us was all that busy. But though our jobs and our roles may have changed, John's core has never really changed. He is unshakable. In meetings and in the recess bay, he will never let you see him sweat. If I can pay John just one compliment, it is this, that he will always execute. Set him a goal, and you will do what needs to be done. I'm so glad you'll be staying close to Trinity Health, and I look forward to hearing from you as you start your attending career. Congratulations and good luck.
I've known John Porth for 8 years. I would say that my relationship with him is built entirely on untruths. When I first met him as a medical student, he was all, I love doing research. I've spent time doing research. Research is important to me. It's not true. When I was applying to residency, he was like, I don't want to stay in the Midwest. I'm going to move to Texas. Our program is not, in fact, in Texas. When talking to him about this in residency, he was like, yeah, I stayed, but like, my job's going to be in the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to get out of the Midwest. He assigned in distant St. Joe's, Ann Arbor, which isn't even a little bit west. I wanted to record this video to remind John every day that he's a filthy liar, and those lies are giving me the opportunity to continue to spend time with him and to get the pleasure of his presence. John, I look forward to many more years of lies together as your colleague in work here in Ann Arbor. Cheers.
Dr. Rotter, I want to start by saying what an honor it is to be part of this video. It's been a privilege to work with you the last 4 years. You're truly a fantastic emergency physician. I wanted to give you some advice about becoming a new attending. However, I quickly realized that you're mature beyond your years based on your bright white Nike Monarchs. All you really need now is a cell phone clip, an obnoxious amount of throw pillows, and a sign that says live, laugh, and love, and your transition to middle-age attending is complete. Dr. Kokonos also wanted me to mention your world-renowned thighs, which you said it was very important to mention. I know that the patients at Asheville are in good hands. Best of luck on the next step of your journey, buddy.
Dr. Rotter. With most residents, my role as mentor means helping guide people, helping find direction. It is an uncommon talent for a resident like you to come to me with full and clear vision of exactly what they want to do and exactly how they want to do it. Even rarer is the resident who comes at me with a vision and then follows through on that vision, despite everything life throws at you. You have done such a great job with your work on ultrasound administration and on inventing the VA ultrasound admin elective, and all along the way, laying the foundation for your future success, every step leading to where I know you're taking your career next. I know you're going to do great things in Asheville. Congratulations, good luck, and keep in touch.
Congratulations, Florian, for graduation. And it's been absolutely an honor and a pleasure to be part of your training and to watch you grow as an emergency physician and also as a researcher. And you always bring to the table your enthusiasm and curiosity for anything that you do. And I can't wait to see what you can accomplish and learn during the next phase of your research career and as you start the research fellowship. And of course, congratulations on the upcoming parenthood with you and Lauren.
Hi, Florian. Congratulations on graduating from the University of Michigan Emergency Medicine Residency. It has been an absolute honor to work with you and beside you in the emergency department. I look forward to continuing our work together on cardiac arrest outcomes and wish you the best of luck at Hurley Medical Center as an attending.
Sam, congratulations. Though I've had the privilege of teaching Sam for the past few years, I wanted to share some of the important things that Sam taught me. For example, fruit is not a dessert. Jackets are better without sleeves. Lizzo is the best pandemic pick-me-up, and Ohio is the best state. That last one's a little debatable. Sam, you've been such an awesome contribution to medical education track and the residency as a whole. You'll be sorely missed. I could tell Sam was destined for education early on when she unintentionally attended Cord before even knowing what or where it was. It was an early intrinsic calling for her, I think. Sam, you're going to do such amazing things in St. Louis and beyond. I look forward to watching your career and continuing to meet you at Cord and other events. I'm sure that you will have a successful, prestigious, and magical career. Congratulations and abracadabra.
It's been an absolute honor and privilege getting to know and learn from Sam Stringer for the last 4 years. She's someone who I think has just got it all figured out and is just a total boss in everything she does. She served as a role model for me in a lot of ways. I think from her clinical skills to her interpersonal and social skills and just fun-loving personality, and it just seems like she's got it all figured out. And I've admired her clinical skills from the get-go. And for the last 4 years, didn't take long to quickly hope to see her when I'm sick, or if I have to come to the ER or a family member of mine comes to the ER, I'd be thrilled to see her. And I think that she has the unique skill of being one of the few people who's probably eaten more Chipotle burritos than I did during my residency, which is saying something. And I've admired, but definitely not been jealous of the way that she's balanced what seems like an impossible chief year, managing a lot of competing demands, all with a level head, and just maintaining, professionalism and maintaining just her level of bossness in everything she does. So, Sam, it's been awesome working with you, getting to know you, and thanks for teaching me so much and serving as a role model I hope to copy off of in so many ways. And I'm excited to see what St. Louis holds for you, and excited to keep in touch.
And that's our ceremony. Congratulations again to all the graduates across all of the Residency graduates, you want to come down here for take a picture with you? Yeah, Megan, that's you. I see you. She was trying to get away.